President Donald Trump's Secretary of Education has refused to say that if she believes that school curricula, which correctly states that former President Joe Biden won in 2020, amounts to illegal DEI. Now, this happened during a House committee hearing where Linda McMahon said that, we should be hearing all sides of all this. Okay. In social studies in schools, kids should be presented with all sides of things, which of course prompted Representative Summer Lee to ask if teaching factual information, is DEI. Take a look.
I do not think that African studies or Middle East studies or Chinese studies are part of DEI if they are taught as part of the total history package. So that if you're giving the facts on both sides, of course they're not DEI.
I don't know what both sides of African-American history would be. Would you say that it would be an illegal DEI for a lesson plan on the Tulsa race massacre?
I'd have to get back to you on that.
Do you know what the Tulsa race massacre is?
I'd like to look into it more and get back to you on it.
Okay, so I look forward to that. How about the book Through My Eyes by Ruby Bridges, for instance?
I haven't read that.
Have you learned about Ruby Bridges?
If you have specific examples you'd like
that was a specific example.
I'll be very happy.
It was an incredibly specific example. I named a specific
your questions, and I will look into it and get back to you on them.
Thank you. How about a school having a voluntary celebration for Pride Month?
Well, I think that
voluntary.
Well, let's make sure that in our schools,
this is yes or no?
We're looking. No, it's not.
Okay. How about social studies standards that teach that President Biden won the 2020 election?
I think our studies should all be taught accurately.
Yes or no?
I think our studies should.
No. The question was, do you believe that social studies standards that teach that President Biden won the 2020 election is an illegal DEI? Yes or no?
I think I have said we should teach accurately. We should.
No, you have not answered the question. Well, I don't understand why you're incapable of answering.
I'm just not giving you the answer you want.
No, I want the answer, whatever your answer is.
I just gave you the answer.
No, the answer is yes or no.
No, the answer is
the answer is yes or no.
Gentleladies,
thank you so much. I yield back.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Just evading the question. Okay. But look, that exchange right there kind of illustrates the complete ignorance of a person who was supposed to be running the education department. Okay. Which doesn't make sense until you realize that she is actually not there to run it. She is there to destroy it. That's the whole point. Okay. Look, Donald Trump already signed an executive order that it was intended to dismantle the Department of Education. Now, of course, only Congress can really do that. And so McMahon is doing the next best thing in her mind, which is asking members of Congress to defund it. Okay. So if I can't destroy it, I'll just defund it to the point of where it can't do anything anyway. And that tends to be their modus operandi. Okay. Now, that said, why would they want to do that? Because, well, they want kids to be as ignorant as Linda McMahon is. I mean, to not know about the Tulsa race massacre, to not know about Ruby Bridges, to not even know who actually won the 2020 election. Joe Biden, okay, yes, he won. But again, why that question even made it into a congressional hearing is interesting, okay, and also disastrous because it's because of the state of Oklahoma recently established some new curriculum standards, okay, which are rather low, okay, that basically introduce 2020 election conspiracy theories into schools. And there you go. Students will be required to identify discrepancies in the 2020 presidential election and learn about the security risks of mail-in balloting, which are rather low, okay, sudden batch dumps. Yes, that's right. And teach the kids about dumps.
Dumps. Big, massive dumps.
Oh, boy. And an unforeseen record number of voters. What? It's funny. It kind of looks like the stop indoctrinating and leave our children alone party is literally indoctrinating kids into right-wing conspiracy theories. Yeah. What's next? You're going to teach QAnon as facts? Wait, I better not give them ideas. Okay. No, you want to talk about weaponizing incompetence, right? The right wing is making sure that the next generation of young people, young voters, are as brain rotted as the typical boomer Newsmax viewer. All right? That's what you're trying to do. Which, of course, again, literally the plan. The Republican Party requires ignorant voters to maintain power. Trump said, I love the poorly educated. And so, of course, they're doing everything they can to ensure that people are as uneducated as possible. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.